All right. Hey guys, my name's Hannah Elise. Welcome to my channel and my first video ever. Today we're going to go through a quick yoga sequence that anyone can do at any level. And the purpose of today is getting away from computers and screens in general and finding out what does our body need and not so much worrying about if it's a perfect sequence. I'm going to be doing what feels right in my body in this moment and talk you through it. And I hope you enjoy. Start from a standing position. Exhale into a forward fold. Opening up the body, lift onto the toes, moving back. Flatten your back. And get all the way down. Deep forward fold, resting in this. Grab opposite hand, opposite elbow, and breathe here. Slowly using your hands, walking out, and allowing the feet to slip back into high plank. Playing around with how your body feels. Try pushing up through the back, and then letting the back melt down, up and down. Last time, up. Now take the feet and slide them towards the palms and back. Nice. One more time, up and back. We're essentially moving from high plank into downward dog here. We're choosing not to use a mat right now to engage our core in ways that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. The feet are slipping on the ground, causing every muscle in the body to tense and to contract. One last time, up and slowly moving back. Once you get to high plank, stay here and take the left leg and move it out to the side, keeping everything else strong and sturdy. And bring it back in, out, back in. A few more times, out, back in, and lastly out, back in. Keep the feet together, bring the knees towards the chest, and move into yoga squat. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to drop to the ground, placing the right hand next to the right hip and the right leg straight out in front of us with the left bent. Holding the left arm straight out to the side. We're going to use the core and lift the body into the air and hold for a moment and lower down. We're going to lift, lower down, lift, and lower down. Up and down, up. Drop back into high plank. Turn to the side for side plank. Stabilize here. Remember, the socks are slippery. It's going to challenge you. Back in a high plank. Slowly moving back. And let's do the other side. Bottom leg is going to be straight, back leg bent at a 90-degree angle to support. And now modified high plank. Moving from ground to the air, up and down, up and down, up. Hold. Beautiful. Move back into that high plank and turn to the side for side plank. If you need to, drop the top leg in front or in back of the bottom leg for stabilization. Moving back into high plank. Really, you're going to feel the feet slipping here. Moving into downward facing dog, but this one is not going to be as perfect an angle as usual because you're using your core to fully contract right now. Walk the feet out. Really push the chest towards the thighs. All fingers on the ground. And let's move down into tabletop and back up into downward dog. Down into tabletop. push the feet back, and now the chest into downward facing dog, and keep that movement. Let's do about 5 tabletop to downward dog pulses here. Moving, going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's step the feet together, move into a forward fold, straighten the back if you want to. Breathe. Feel the body out. What does it need? Maybe even put the fingers under the toes. One more deep breath here. And placing the palms back onto the ground, step back into downward dog. Come down into the tabletop position. Pushing the palms into the ground, we're going to bring the elbows down to the floor for a modified dolphin pose. Bringing them up and then down, doing a few of these full movements with just the arms to warm up the shoulders and get ready for full dolphin. Once warmed up, let's tuck the toes and push back the heels into full dolphin. Now, taking one leg at a time, bring the knee towards the chest and push it back. Towards the chest and back. Switch the legs off and do this just a couple times. Bring the legs together, lower down, and straighten the arms. If you need to, readjust the hands and come into full plank. Let's bring that right leg out to the side to even things out since we've done it before. Bringing it out and back in, out, back in, out, back in. Good job. We're going to take the left leg and bring it forward so that the knee is all the way to where the chest is. Shooting that right leg all the way back. And let's see how this feels real quick. We don't want to jump into it too soon. Move back and forwards. Maybe drop that right leg to the ground. Straighten out the front. Tucking the toes for stability. Move all the way back, sitting onto the foot. Open the fingers for stability. Moving forward, we're going to drop the left knee to the left side and come into pigeon pose. The intention here is to keep the hips square. You want them right next to each other, not one forward or the other back. If you choose, you can come down to your elbows, or you can always have your arms straight if this feels better. You can even place a block underneath your arms or underneath your hips if this feels better. Let's switch the legs so that the right knee is under the chest. Straighten, go back. For me, this side tends to be tighter, so I usually go a little bit slower into certain movements. Now that I'm ready, going right into pigeon. Externally rotate that leg. Breathing here. Sometimes rocking side to side can help, especially if you are tight. Just make sure that each movement is slow and intentional, and there's no pulling or tearing of the muscles. Placing the hands together is always nice. And now let's bring that back leg forward slowly and push the feet together for a modified downward dog. For me, it feels good to walk the legs out, feel where I am again. Holding steady, let's pick up that left leg and shoot it straight back. Beautiful. Bring it in towards the chest. Oof. There you go. Let's do a few pulsing. Bring it back in towards the chest and back. Doing the same on the right. Take the right leg, shoot it back, bring it in towards the chest, moving back and forth, back, forth. Move with the breath, a little bit faster breaths here. Feel your whole body start to really warm up at this point. Stack the hips. Do the other side. And let's move all the way down from a yoga squat onto our bottoms. And now let's do some movements while sitting. Open the chest, around the back, doing some cat-cows while sitting. Open the chest, breathing in, exhaling, push the back out, rounding at the spine. Use your hands to stabilize your body to really get the most out of every movement. Now coming to stillness. Feel your body. Feel your breathing. What feels right? Is there anywhere that you wanted to move that you didn't today? Are you satisfied with how your movement was? Let's give some love to those wrists. Putting the palms together in prayer pose. Maybe taking one palm and putting it against the back of the other hand. To bend the hand down. Putting the hands together and then doing circular motions towards the body. Get some joint stability, joint movement. Breathe in. Breathing out. Palms to forehead. Thank you for practicing with me today.